put your camera, put it facing your table, how you're chopping and cutting and cooking. Okay.
Okay.
Not up at the sky, not over the ceiling, not up on the window. Okay. Focusing on your table when you're cutting and chopping and cooking. Got it?
Okay.
All right. So let's get started. Let's get on the roll and see what you guys do. Okay.
You want us to stay in the group in the chat and do it?
Yeah. You gotta be on camera. I want to see you guys how you're cooking. Okay.
Oh, so we keep the camera on while we in class.
Bingo. No camera, no grade. Camera, yes, grade.
Okay, chef.
Yes.
So how my kitchen is set up, like this, where I have it right now, minus where I'm about to do the stuff. There's really no room for me to put a camera for the knife skills.
No, that's good. That's good. Okay.
Like I'll be right here, chopping, like that. Then come over here and do that stuff. Is that okay?
That's okay. Okay.
Okay.
If you got no space, you gotta do what you gotta do. But if you have space, like Dino back here on the screen, you know how he's got his camera put into his cutting board. If you got space, go ahead and do that. Okay.
All right.
Hey, Mr. James, just out of curiosity, what's going on with Danny B?
Can you see good, Chef?
No, I said, you guys have heard of Danny B at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Not sure.
Chef.
Yes, sir.
Forgot what I was gonna say. If I remember, I'll let you know. Oh, I remember. So while my wife went out to the grocery store, right, to get the stuff that we needed for class, right? And she said that she couldn't find chicken liver. So will beef liver be okay?
Yeah,
That's what she brought home.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. Yeah.
And then the frozen clams. HEB doesn't sell frozen clams anymore.
No, chopped clams in the can. That's fine.
Chopped clams in a can is fine?
Yeah, because you only need that juice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and she's telling me the only jasmine rice they had was brown jasmine rice. Is that okay?
That'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll work perfect for the dirty rice pilaf.
Okay. Chef,
Yes.
when we share the pictures of the final product, then you say you don't want to see them on on like the camera right here. You want to see them in like a Google folder or whatever.
Yeah, take a picture and
Um,
email them. Yeah.
Can we put the production sheet in that same folder?
Oh yeah.
Okay. That way everything's a little bit more organized.
Yeah.
Okay.
That we can match the production sheet with the final product. Hey, Mr. Dino, don't pack it too tight, because if you do, it might get stuck to the pan. So when you're trying to get it out of the pan, it might get fall apart, okay?
Chef,
Yes,
what
sir.
what temperature should we be cooking this meatloaf at? Like I put mine at, I preheated my oven to 350, but is that okay?
350 is good. You go, that's our safety net when you're baking items in the oven. You can go 375, 400, but the chances are going to be higher for you to burn the product. So 350 is good.
Okay, chef.
Hey, Chef, we have to make the gravy for the mashed potatoes too, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Do we have to make gravy? Can we make the ketchup?
Yeah, you need your ketchup for your meatloaf, but you need gravy for your mashed potatoes.
All right.
Hey, Chef.
Yes, Mr. Racing.
So I ran out of something. Is it okay if I leave real quick and come back?
Sure, go ahead.
Chef, we're baking at 350 covered or uncovered?
You can cover it so it doesn't get all dried out on top.
But how long is it? 30 minutes, you said? 45?
It takes about 43, 45 minutes.
Okay.
40 minutes, it'll be about 153, 152.
Okay.
That's okay, Mr. James. I would have music in the kitchens too.
Well, that's what I was telling you about these headphones. Is like they're like really awesome because I have the dongle plugged up to the computer so I can hear you, and then I have it connected Bluetooth wirelessly to my phone. So
Excellent.
okay.
Hey, Ms. Yossi, how's your production going?
Oh, I'm trying to get everything together.
Okay.
Hey, Chef, it's Dino. I got a question about the green beans.
Yeah.
So the bacon that's included in there, do you want us to like use the some of the grease and butter to cook the green beans in, or
Yeah.
like chop up the bacon and put it in with the green beans as well?
Now be careful because you got bacon tomorrow in your clam chowder. So use some for today, chop it up,
Okay.
render it, and then once your beans, green beans are blanched and iced down and then drained, go ahead and saute them in the bacon grease along with the fat and the bacon. It's going to give you more flavor.
Okay, heard that.
Chef,
Yes, sir.
for the gravy for the mashed potatoes, what kind should we do? Should we do a bechamel, veloute, or Espanol?
Bechamel for your mashed potatoes because you have no stock. So otherwise, we would make it like a brown gravy. But you know,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Okay.
If you can, you can use some of those bacon fat to make like a pan dripping, like sausage and gravy and biscuits, like that kind of gravy ish. Okay.
Okay. Chef, do we have to let the meatloaf rest for a second, or
Yeah, you gotta let it rest for like at least 15 minutes because if you try to get it out of the mold right now, it might fall apart. How long did it take, Mr. James? 40, 45 minutes?
thereabouts? I put it in like 20 minutes ago or so.
Okay.
So it's getting nice and brown. So I was just wondering, I was about to check it, and then that's why I was asking about the resting question.
Yeah, remember, you gotta let it go for 165. You can pull it like around 160, it'll be okay. Okay.
Yeah, because the time it takes to cool it, it'll get up to that point, right?
Correct.
Okay. Chef, another thing
Sure.
that wifey couldn't find was white pepper.
You can use the black pepper, but don't use too much, okay?
Okay.
question, Chef.
Answer.
Does it matter what kind of gravy we make, or do you want a specific one?
Well, if you got stock, you can make like a velouté kind of gravy, but if not, you can just make a regular white gravy.
All right.
You know.
Chef, would it hurt to add butter if I don't have enough bacon grease for the?
Oh
I don't
yeah.
really have that much.
Oh yeah.
That'll work. Okay.
That'll work. Yeah.
My mom's listening to the Eagles right now on ESPN. Apparently, they put up a live concert, and she said, "Oh, I recorded it so you can watch it." And then she looked, and they blocked recording it because of copywriting and all that.
Oh wow.
So, but it's on again. Yeah, apparently they had a tour after they split up, and they came back and got back together after that. It was called the Hell Freezes Over tour because that's when they said they'll get back together, is when hell freezes over.
Talking about ACDC?
No, the Eagles.
The Eagles.
They got back
Oh,
together and
That's right. That's right. I remember that.
yeah, they went to the concert in, I guess, the early 2000s, and must have been pretty cool. Still had Glenn Fry.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, chef,
Yes,
is
sir.
is like 154 okay, or should I leave it in for just a little bit longer?
Leave it a little longer, maybe a little 4 or 5 minutes should be fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Chef.
Yes.
So gonna be plating in a few minutes. Once that you said to take pictures of it and send them in Google Drive, correct?
Correct. So you're gonna plate up. Show me your plate, and then email the pictures. Okay.
Okay, so like show you the plate on the camera and then send
Correct.
pictures.
Correct.
Okay.
How far are you, Mr. James?
Just waiting on the meatloaf, chef.
Okay.
I got everything else.
Same
I mean,
here.
it's still slightly hot. Just as I said, just waiting on that meatloaf.
Yeah, let it rest for
So-
about 50 minutes to be fine. You got time. It's barely 7:20, 25. So yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with you, Cam. Just waiting with the meatloaf. Right, Cam? Just same thing with you?
Yeah, it's really I just put it in the broiler so my brown sugar can caramelize on top of my meatloaf. It's
That's
bubbling
like-
right now, but I want it to get a little crust.
Okay.
Yeah, but other than that, I'll be plating it within the next 5 minutes, if
Okay.
that. All right.
Cam.
Yeah.
Remember, chef said you gotta let that meatloaf rest. Just a heads up.
I know. I'm gonna let it rest, but I ain't in no big hurry. It's gonna get easy.
Okay. I feel you, dog. I'm just ready to
Man,
eat it,
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I have not eaten nothing all day because I knew we was making meatloaf. Like, come on now, this meatloaf.
Can't go wrong with some meatloaves and good old mashed potatoes, man.
You gotta stay focused. Meatloaf ready. I'm gonna let it cool down.
Yeah, Dino over here's on the roll too. He's already started plating up.
Say it again.
Dino's on the roll too. He's about plating up right now.
Yeah.
I'll put out these green beans right here next 2 minutes, chef.
All right. Remember, you got to let your meatloaf rest a little bit so it won't fall apart.
Yes, sir.
I gave it a 5-minute timer, so I'm gonna put it on 10-minute timer and I'm gonna be back.
All right.
I wanna take you look at me. Yeah.
All right, chef. We'll check it out real quick, and then I'll take a picture and send it to you.
Okay. Remember, looking for center of the plate with some height. Okay.
Okay.
That's what you got.
All right, chef. Can you see it, or do I got to turn on another light or something?
No, I can see it. Remember, center of the plate with height. So maybe the potatoes in the middle. So picture this of the potatoes, the green beans laying against the potatoes to give it some height, and then the meatloaf covering half the green beans at the bottom. Okay.
Okay.
So everything's
I'll fix that.
everything's together so it retains the heat.
How about like that, chef?
All right. Go ahead and take a picture and send it through email so you can take a look at it and closer look.
Yes, chef.
Hey, so once we sent you the picture and the email,
Correct.
do you want us to like taste it or?
Well, send a picture and then go ahead and taste it. Or you have somebody at your house who can test it for you, you know?
Oh, it's just me, dude.
All right. So send a picture before you start tasting it.
I did.
Okay. How does it taste?
I'm turned to. Oh,
The meatloaf could be a little bit more
my bad.
firm.
My bad. I was thinking. I forgot I was muted.
I probably should have like put some more breadcrumbs.
Uh-huh.
Besides that, tastes good. The taste is there. It's got like salt and all that good stuff in there.
This shit good.
I wish I was eating his meatloaf.
Let me see when I get it, see how it looks like. It's taking some time to get here.
That's so strange. Let me see.
Chef, which one do we send it to? Staff.escoffier or
Yeah.
escoffier.eat?
Let's go via that EDU.
Okay. I'm about to send a picture right now, chef.
Okay. I got yours, Mr. James. Okay. Nice char look on the green beans. Okay. Nice and cut. Center of the plate. Okay. Now, Mr. James, do you soak your breadcrumbs in milk or just put them in straight like that?
I soaked them in a little bit of milk, and then but like not very long. Should I let them sit a bit longer?
Yeah, because it looks a little bit dry. I don't know. It maybe yeah, it needs a little bit more moisture, so a little bit longer than the breadcrumbs. And when you take the breadcrumbs out of the milk, don't squeeze them all out. Release some of the moisture in it. Okay.
Okay, that might have been where I went wrong then, because I was
that,
like squeezing real hard.
No, leave some of the moisture in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, good. On down.
I'll let you know how it tastes here in a second.
All right.
And then we'll get the true judge, the wife, to taste it.
Yeah, you're on, Mr. Dino. Okay. Side view, I see the potatoes in the middle, the green beans, the meatloaf on top. Okay. So what I would do next is have your potatoes, your green beans, and your meatloaf on top. Almost like a sandwich. Potatoes, meatloaf, and green beans in the middle.
I see what you're saying.
It gives it more height. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Green bean looks good, nice and blanched. Meatloaf looks like it stayed firm. Potatoes, yeah. Maybe cut back on the potatoes. Out of that amount, you can probably get 2 servings. Rule of thumb on your starch is about 3 to 4 ounces of starch, 3 ounces of veg, and about 6 to 8 ounces of protein.
So you said 3 to 4 ounces of starch, and then how much on the veg?
About the same, 3 to 4 ounces.
And then 4 to 6 ounces of protein.
6 to 8.
6 to 8 protein.
That way you can make more money. Okay.
Heard that.
What you got, Cam?
I got some heat. That's what I got.
What, you put some cayenne pepper?
A little bit of cayenne, red pepper flakes, ketchup, sweet and tangy. Sweet.
All right. So same concept on yours. You got the green beans and the potatoes right on, but the meatloaf, kind of put it a little bit on top of the green beans. Okay. Like maybe like meatloaf covering the bottom portion of the green beans, so keep them hot. Okay. And yeah, also take a picture and send it. Okay.
So I'm good, chef.
Yeah, send a picture of it so you can take a closer look at it. Okay.
All right. I see you tomorrow, chef.
Hold on. We got to what is done.
I know.
Mason.
I'm just messing with you. So I'm walking to my room now.
All right. You gonna chow down?
You know it.
Hey man, good for you.
I've been waiting on all day for this.
Got a little bit of heat, right?
Yeah, just a little bit, not too much.
That's good.
It's getting real. Gotta undress.
How the mash, Mr. Dino? Are they nice and smooth and velvety and creamy?
They are, but the same mistake I always do is I put too much cream. So
Like loose, right?
yeah, it's kind of too loose. It didn't really hold the shape as much as I wanted it to. So next time, better measurements. And
Less cream, less butter. So that way they're nice and firm, still velvety, and still smooth and silky. Then you can put them on a piping bag and then pipe them like a rosette, like a Duchesse from 101. That way you have height and you got that piping motion going on. So, you know, a little bit more more fancy, should we say, more gourmet-ish.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, chef. So should I just name it in my drive and then just like I did last box?
Right, and just share it, okay?
All right, I got you.
What kind of seal is on the plate, Mr. Dino?
I'm sorry, chef.
What kind of seal is that on the plate?
What is it? It says Veterans Administration 1930. My mom, she likes collecting all sorts of like stuff, you know, just antiques and stuff like that. Like if she finds like a set of 4 decent looking plates, you know, like probably like $5 for the whole thing, and she'll grab it.
Hey man, that's a good bargain. You know, you never know what you're gonna come across.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that stuff is actually more expensive than what they're selling it for.
Really.
You know, but she's a hoarder.
I love the shop at Goodwill, man. You find some good deals, man.
Oh yeah, I love going there, man. It's like probably one of my favorite stores to go to. Actually, you know, sometimes you can find good cookware, like some decent looking pots, and I don't know about the knives. You know,
Yeah, no.
definitely not. But you know, pots and pans, heck yeah.
Yeah. I just bought a Bissell steam cleaner for $14. It looks brand new, pretty much brand new, but it was missing a part and it was clogged up. So I unclogged it and bought the part for $14. I spent about $14.50 on the cleaner and $15 on the solution, another $15 on the part, and it's up and running, man, like nothing.
Oh man, yeah, those things could get expensive if you buy them new too. So.
Yeah, the cheapest one you can buy is $150. These ones cost like $250, $300, man. So, yeah.
Yeah, I did that with the weed eater that my stepdad found. You know, I just put the new filter, new little the little bubble, whatever they call it, the primer. You know, just kind of put some new string, and that's it. So, yeah.
Yeah, good deals.
All right, chef, you ready for the family score?
All right, what happened?
All right. So little man said it was all good. Like he liked it a lot, right? But the hardest judge, she said that the green beans were a 9 out of 10. Because I didn't use the bacon grease because I was saving it for tomorrow. And then the meatloaf was 7 out of 10. She said it was a little dry, like you did, and I didn't put ketchup on it. Yeah.
Come on, Judge.
And then
better than that.
I know, Cam. And then the mashed potatoes, she said, were a 6 because they were lumpy.
Yeah.
Chef McGee, did you get my email? I think I did it.
Got it.
Yeah. Anything else, Chef, besides the production sheet I need to turn into you?
No, that's it.
All right. I will get on that. We get to go ahead and bounce?
Not yet. Wait until everybody's done. Okay.
Okay.
You can go ahead and start cleaning up your kitchen, and I will do a post little mini after everybody's done. Okay.
That's what the dishwasher for.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the headset off, feed everybody, and then
Yeah, go ahead.
start cleaning up.
Yeah. Nice job, Mr. Cam. Nice looking meatloaf.
Yep. Yeah, this like one of my main deals. The juicy meatloaf.
Good green beans, nice and consistent, nice cuts. Good mashed potatoes, good looking gravy. Everything set on the plate. You even got some parsley for garnish. Nice, very nice. Okay.
Did you get my picture, Chef?
Got it. I got your picture of your meatloaf. You got the potatoes in the middle. You got the nice gravy. The meatloaf is nice and firm. Okay. Nice and looking juicy right now. Okay. That's
Yeah, I made it in this disposable one. That little, like the ones that we use at school.
yeah.
I pulled it out and that thing like kamikazed itself, and I had to like jump in and grab it before it rolled out. Those things are flimsy, so I turned it over in this Pyrex dish and then put the like glaze on top and threw it back in the oven.
That looks good. It looks
Thank you.
good. Only thing I would do is try to gather your green beans more tight, like a little bundle of haystack. And then on the side that you have the green beans, put the meatloaf on top of the green beans, leaving the tops exposed, but the bottom of the green beans covered with the meatloaf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I would do, and that's about it. Potatoes look nice and firm, consistent. Okay. Green beans look good, and the meatloaf looks moist. That's about it. That's the only thing I would do different.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Go for it, bro.
The smoky food. The what?
My roommate finna get some.
The smell of your food, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna let him see what it's about. You finna get some, Cam? Yeah, yeah. All right, Chef Miguel, I got my production sheet in my folder.
Okay. So, Ms. Mallory, you can tap on the Google Sheets.
Yes.
Are you using the Go ahead.
Say that again.
No, go ahead.
I'm on the spreadsheets, but it tells me to view only at the top, and it just says I can request the document.
No, you gotta make a copy.
I have to make a copy of it. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
And if you can't, let me know. I'll send you a blank copy, okay?
Yes, sure.
Chef,
Yes.
where do we find the daily production sheet that we have to fill out? Is it like different from the regular one, or
No,
is it the same one that it always is?
Look on
Same
the portal.
one.
It's on the portal?
It's
Yeah.
on the homepage of the portal.
Okay.
And it's gonna, when you open that, yeah, go ahead and say, click on it, make a copy, and then open up on the Google Sheets.
Okay, Chef.
Did you get open as Valerie?
I'm trying to copy it onto the spreadsheet, but it is not. It keeps just. I'm trying.
All right, let me pop in the screen here on the screen. Okay.
Yes, sure.
So this is the homepage portal, right? This is where you're at, right?
Yes, sure.
So you go click on the daily production sheet, and this screen is gonna come open. It says make copy. You click on that screen, and it might take a few seconds. Okay.
Mhm.
And then boom, this is what's gonna open up. Okay. And it's going to take a few minutes, a few seconds to fully open up itself. Then you can go ahead and edit it, and then go to the top left, file, download to your your computer, your PC, as a Microsoft Excel, and then
Okay.
you can go from there. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Chef, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm tired as hell.
Of course, you just ate a big old dinner, man. Nice and heavy dinner.
And I had small portions, but I'm stuck.
If you hadn't eaten all day and you chowed down on the nice, beautiful looking, juicy meatloaf and those potatoes, it's like tryptophan, man. Like Thanksgiving, you know?
My roommate just ate all this food. Yes, yeah. He
So,
got him. He say he like it.
so what do you think about your meatloaf?
It was juicy. Like it was more juicy than I expected it to be. I thought it was gonna be like dense because I thought I overmixed it. It wasn't. It was juicy.
What your roommates think about your meatloaf?
He like. He say that's real deal. That's nice.
Feather your cap, man. See that's how it goes, man. You have the skills, you have the texture, you got the flavor. You also got the presentation that goes with it, and that's like I was telling you guys last few blocks in Restaurant Ops, how you guys present that food is what's going to make you money.
I can't wait to cook tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to take a little bit longer. Today was an easy way to get back in it. The clam chowder is going to take some time.
Yeah.
That and
Well,
the
I mean,
oyster crackers.
yeah. Right. I can't wait to make that gumbo. I'm gonna go get me some crab legs from the AGB and put them in there too. You know, you gotta have that.
You know that Asian market, man. They have the mixed frozen seafood bag, man. They got shrimp, squid, clams, oysters, mussels, scallops.
I went to Fiesta for the first time.
Uh-huh.
Fiesta sell everything: live crab, live fish, live alligator. I mean, not alligator. What is that? Squid.
Bro, they got some live alligator. You better run. Just saying.
No, they usually have a whole iguana with no head, but the feet, the tail, and everything is skinned and gutted in the seafood display. It's like $20 a pound, and it's about maybe a couple of feet long, and it takes a whole seafood display. I mean, from the long place.
Yeah,
I walked in there one day. I'm like, the fuck, the iguana.
I'm gonna dive over to you.
They had Godzilla in this one with no head.
Just shared the production sheet with you, Chef.
I just got it, and I'm opening it right now.
All right.
Oh, did you get mine, Chef? Just make sure.
No, not just. I just gave pictures.
No, it's in there.
Okay. All right.
I just I forgot to press upload. It was just sitting there.
Oh, okay. I see it.
Are we actually going to be able to make sushi, Chef, or is that something that's like going to be strictly done in, like, if we were in class?
Only if we were in class in the regular regionals. The hybrid and the online, they have the same menu. So whatever you guys do, the hybrid and the labs are going to be doing the same thing. So there's no sushi on this hybrid.
Oh, that sucks.
So I got a question.
Get an answer.
What we gonna do about the barbecue?
You're gonna try to do your best making the barbecue in your what you call it in your house. So that means you're gonna season your chicken. You're gonna roast the chicken. You're gonna season your ribs. You're also gonna roast your ribs too. Okay, try to do the best you can to imitate or mimic the barbecue flavor. Okay.
I'm gonna go get a $25 grill from Family Dollar. Might as well. I mean, it just makes sense. It's worth it. $25.
Yep. They have the smoking guns on Amazon for like, I don't know, 20 some dollars, 20 to 100 some dollars, depends. And they do the same thing as the smoker, but it looks like a little a bong, should we say? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You got a little hole. You put your wood chips in it. You put the tube in it and put it on the Ziploc bag with your meat, and then you force that smoke in it. Okay. It's called a smoking gun. Somebody was having too much fun with the bong. You know where you put your weed in it? That's where you put the smoke chips. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, man. Hey, I got a Weber. What if could I use that, or do I have to do it in the oven?
No, you can use a Weber grill too. Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's buy some like wood chips and.
Yeah, Home Depot sells the small little bags for like a couple of bucks with wood chips.
Yeah, those are good.
You can also try to smoke it in your house. You know, get those nice charcoal briquettes, nice and hot. Get one of those roasting sheet trays, one of those hotel pans if you have one of those. Put the charcoal briquettes. You know, put your soaked wood on top of it. And then put your meat on a different container on top of the wire rack, so that smoke, you know, goes into the your meats.
I haven't thought of that. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just have the charcoal briquettes on one sheet pan with some of the wood chips, the soaked wood chips, on a separate sheet pan next to it in the same oven. You know, I'll be cooking the meat at like what 300 degrees or something like that.
350, yeah.
And then
ribs might take about 2 or 3 hours. No, about 2 hours. Chicken might take about an hour and a half.
I can do them in the oven though, like with ease. Barbecuing in the oven is not hard as people think.
No, it's not hard, but just got to make sure that you know, you don't open that oven, because you're gonna fill your house or apartment with smoke, and then the fire alarm is gonna go off.
Man, my smoke alarm, like that's part of why I kept just disappearing every once in a while, Chef. My smoke alarm goes off at the dumbest things. Like it'll go off at steam. I'm just like, whatever, man. I just want to take the batteries out so bad. But if I do that, then all of the other ones beep. So it's like a double-edged sword.
We gotta take
Say what, Kim? Say what?
I did that a while ago. I was doing something in the house, and it created a lot of smoke. So when it took all the batteries out, continued to cook and vent the house out, and then put the batteries back in it. It's harder when you have those smoke alarms that are hardwired into the ceiling. You can't do that. I remember back in Oklahoma, I had one of those systems. It got me so mad, I just went, grabbed it, and ripped it off the ceiling.
I did that in one of my apartments. Like when I was in the military, we lived off base, and it was like hardwired. Like all of them were hardwired into the ceiling, and like one would just keep going off for no reason. Like you wouldn't even be in the kitchen; it would just go off. Right? There wouldn't be anything wrong. So one night, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, right? And I'm about to get up, but I'm tired, you know, and I just don't want to deal with the freaking world at the moment. I'm not quite awake yet. So I just go up, I grab a chair, and Erin wakes up, my wife, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm just like, "Man, F this smoke alarm." Yank it down, the wires break, and I'm just like, oops. I mean, it was just, we didn't end up having to replace anything in that apartment. They kind of just said, screw you. And I kind of just said, screw them. So long story short, everybody said, screw everybody. And we just kind of parted ways.
Okay, well, you know, no
it
extra
worked
fees.
out in the end. No, but like the thing was with that apartment, it was in Killeen. If anybody's familiar with the Killeen area, little podunk town, wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for Fort Hood. But the apartment, like when we moved out, they wanted to say that we owed them like $3,000, and I'm just like, okay, that's cool and all, but for what, right? And then they're like, well, one, you didn't get the carpets cleaned, you didn't get them professionally cleaned. I'm like, okay, BS. I showed them my receipt. They're like, oh, well, like kind of stammering over their words at that point, right? And then they wanted to say like for damages or whatever, and I was like, okay, well, all these damages that you're claiming, I put on. Oops, you can see my cigarette. I'm sorry. I put on my my inventory sheet like when they first gave me the apartment. I'm like,
Right.
all there. Like, I being in the military, I always go through that. And I always make sure that everything is documented. You know, that way I don't have to pay for it in the long run. Kind of cover your own ass, right?
Right.
And they wanted to say that it was all my fault, and I'm like, well, all right, fine. Give me an itemized list of everything that you say I owe you, right? Everything that you say is damaged, and I'll show you my list because I made a copy of it, right? And there was like maybe one thing on there that I didn't itemize, right? And it was obviously it was a smoke detector, you know. And at that point it was just like, if y'all are finna nickel and dime me, y'all can blow yourself. Like, I'm not gonna talk to you, you're not gonna talk to me. And they said they were gonna send that list, like priced out and everything of what it all was, but they never did. They just sent a list of everything that was wrong. And I was just like, whatever, you don't want to comply, I'm not gonna comply with you. And nothing ever came of it. So I don't know nobody, no money there.
Hey, walk that clean, man. That's what matters, right?
Exactly.
Wash your hands and hey, see ya. Bye, Felicia.
Yep.
Just wanting your meatloaf, Mr. Wrestling.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my meatloaf.
Okay.
But I got everything else done. I gave it to my brother, and when I get that okay from him, I'm pretty confident.
Taste tester. Okay.
Well, like I said, he's a real chef. So
Okay.
when I get him, it's I'm pretty confident.
Okay. Good.
Dang, he said, Chef Miguel, you ain't a real chef, dog.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Well, I can't taste his food. I can't taste it, so hey, have a chef taste it for you, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's cheating.
No, it's
Right?
not. He's got a real chef in his house, so he can taste his food, right?
I'm a real chef.
I'm a real chef too. I taste my own food, right? Right,
All
Kim?
right, praise that. He's a graduated chef. How about that?
I graduated. I went to a trade school for culinary. I got my certificate. I'm certified.
I've been a chef in the industry, so what's up?
Yeah.
Racing, they drinking that haterade, right?
I'm pretty much tuning him out anyway.
All right.
We love you, Raceland. We wouldn't hate on you if it wasn't for that fact.
You just got a little bit of advantage, that's all. But hey, Mr. James, you got a hard critic too in your house, right?
Yeah.
There you
Between
go.
the little one and wifey, I promise you, like, out of everything I've made, I've never made a perfect 10. Like, she always got something to say.
You make something too nasty, they might beat you up. Watch out now.
I know, right?
How about you, Mr. Chris? Did your mom taste your meatloaf?
Yeah, it was all right, I guess. I don't know. My parents have been making meatloaf since I was just a thought in their head, so it was they said it was all right.
Okay.
Who made a savory meatloaf with the gravy? Anybody? Nobody?
The stuff I put on top of my meatloaf had brown sugar in it.
Yeah, mine was sweet.
Wasn't. I mean, I put mustard, brown sugar, and ketchup
Yeah, I did
together.
brown sugar and ground mustard.
Yeah, mustard made it not so cut through the sweetness, which was pretty good.
Yeah. Had somebody in the early class that mixed in some chipotle peppers in the meatloaf, give it a little bit of heat, a little bit of smokiness. Like, all right, that's different.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good. The chipotle flavor is everyone's favorite nowadays.
That smokiness and that heat is not too hot. It just gives you a nice complement to the to your dish.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's good for a dry rub on wings.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Sean, so since we're talking about Chipotles, how they have like the Chipotles and adobo sauce? Like, how do they make the sauce for the Chipotles?
Hey, get some adobo. Nah.
Yeah, some adobo.
Chipotles are smoked. So when they're smoked, they release the flavor and they add some spice to them. So that's why they have that juicy smokiness.
Okay.
Those chilies he's talking about, they're dehydrated, aren't they, usually, when they're sold? Do you have to rehydrate them, or do you grind them into a powder and make the...
No, you rehydrate them, and you save them in the same juice. That's what gives it the full flavor.
You're talking about steeping them, right, Chef?
Uh-huh.
See, I feel like the way I cook, it's kind of basic Cajun food or something. I want to get into peppers, blending the peppers, boiling them. I want to learn spices, like different spices to make different, because I'm tired of eating the same food.
When you go to Middle Eastern and India, you'll be making some of that stuff in there.
I was gonna say India, yeah.
Yeah, different kind of heat, different kind of spice. Same thing with Vietnam and Thailand.
But look, I'm not talking about like spice. I'm just talking about flavor, because I do not like spice personally. But I mean, I like some curry. I get some curry. But when they start adding too much spice in their curry,
no, that's supposed to be burning your mouth. It's supposed to be a nice, even kill rounded flavors in the palate. So that's supposed to be spicy, and that's where like in India, Middle Eastern cuisine, there's a lot of vegetarian, a lot of veganism. So they use a lot of fresh herbs, a lot of fresh products, but also a lot of spices, not heat, but spices, because of the that's where they use a lot of turmeric, a lot of what else? Curry. They use garam masala. They use a lot of different kind of cumin. They use different kind of bay leaves, all kinds of
saffron.
Saffron. They what else do they use? Nigella seeds. They use cilantro, coriander a lot. So it gives you different flavors on the palate. But it's not just heat; it's all kinds of different things going at the same time. So one cool thing about the chipotle peppers, we're talking about it. So a while ago, I was trying to do something different with the mashed potatoes. You know how you guys did mashed potatoes today, right? Mm-hmm. So I took some bell peppers, some red bell peppers, roasted them, peeled them, seeded them, pureed them in a blender, and added some chipotle pepper juice in them. Give it that heat, so they stay kind of like burnt orange, reddish color. And I took some cilantro, washed it, removed the rubber band, put them in the blender, pulse it, and liquefied the cilantro so it stayed nice, bright, and green. So I had two different liquids: the red, burnt orange from the chipotle peppers and the red pepper, and the green for the cilantro. So I have my mashed potatoes. Okay, I divided into two equal portions. Okay, one bowl and one bowl. On this bowl, I fused them with the roasted red pepper, chipotle juice, and this one I fused them with cilantro. So now I have green mashed potatoes, and I got burnt orange, reddish mashed potatoes. Okay, so two bowls. So I have my saran wrap. Okay, inside the saran wrap, I put one dollop of the green mashed potatoes and one dollop of the burnt orange together, and then wrap them like a little pillow. Okay, wrap them in a saran wrap. and I grabbed my piping bag with the tip, and right before I dropped them, I cut off the bottom and dropped the saran wrap bag of potatoes inside the bag. So when I piped them, they were intertwined with the red and white on the plate, giving that heat, but also that coolness of the cilantro.
I would never thought of that. My gosh.
Uh-huh. And we used to use that for a while ago for the strip steak, because we had to think outside the box, but not reinvent the wheel. So you have regular mashed potatoes with heavy cream, so they're not so loose, and we rice them so that we're nice and smooth. You can pipe them, and we're not chunky, because we didn't want it to get stuck on the piping bag. And once you fuse those two flavors and colors in the same saran wrap pillow, not separate, same saran wrap, and drop them, when you pipe them, they come out. And then as you're piping them, you're squeezing out the potatoes from the saran wrap. So you open up the bag, grab the saran wrap plastic, throw it away, and then drop the next one. We used to call those potato bombs, because once you drop them in the bag, like a bomb, and then you go on and pipe them again. Something different.
He already knew what time it was.
Chef, you said something about a knowledge check you're going to open up yesterday?
Right, I'll probably open up the next couple of days. I didn't get to open up yet today, but there are 6 knowledge checks on the portal, 1 for every week. So once I open them up, I'll give you guys heads up and tell you guys when they close.
Oh, okay. Week 1's open. Is it all right if I do? I guess it doesn't matter. I can do it after class.
Yeah, go ahead. You can knock it out. If it's open, go ahead and get out of the way.
Okay.
Seems we lost Ms. Yosef. Maybe she lost her Wi-Fi. It looked like she was about ready to get plating up.
I just finished my knowledge check.
Okay. Yeah, don't forget to take it. My last class did not. A few did not take the knowledge checks, and man, they dropped their grade average bad. I'm like, eek.
So tomorrow, how are we starting? We got to start the baked beans before class.
Correct. So you gotta soak your beans tonight. Okay, you gotta soak
Yeah,
them
they
all
soaking.
tonight.
Mine's been soaking all day.
And you can start it before class because it'll take about 45 minutes or so to cook until they're nice and tender. Not falling apart like you refried beans, but nice and tender.
Mm.
That when you're working on your clam chowder, you can have your mix ready for your baked beans. Once they cook, drain it, mix them in, pop them in the oven for about 20 minutes, and you got baked beans.
And we got to make oyster crackers from scratch tomorrow, right?
Correct. You can make the full recipe. Okay. I looked at it and it's not that bad, but you're gonna make a whole bunch of them because you're gonna make them smalls, real small ones.
I ain't making a lot to share. Making enough for me.
Is that dough to be made tonight, Chef?
No, it can be
Does
made
it-
tomorrow.
Okay.
Because if you make it today, you leave it in your refrigerator, tomorrow's gonna be like solid like a rock. You don't want that. You want to be able to go ahead and roll it out.
Okay.
You can make it before class and have it ready when the class starts, so that way you can, let it set at room temperature, so it'll be a lot easier to work with.
Okay.
I'm steady seeing all these ranch Parmesan flavored oyster crackers.
Chef, are there only 7 of us in this class?
10, but we haven't heard from Mr. Danny B. And also, there's another student that joined your class. Don't know who he is. I don't know if you had him before with the class. His name is Ian Macias.
No, I never heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, this class there are 2 pages of people.
Yeah, 20 something. Yeah.
Chef,
Yes.
I've been in contact with Danny. He's suffering some issues right now. He should be in class either by the end of the end of the week or so, or shortly thereafter. Just to let you know, he's not dropping out. He's just suffering through some things.
No, he just bought a new house, right? So he's moving in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, that's what I'm like. They're going, like, they're moving everything and stuff like that. So like,
no Wi-Fi.
Yeah, he's getting everything set up so that he can be here.
Okay. And then the other one is Lion or I am Macias. That's it. And we lost Miss Caitlin. She went to the morning.
We lost Ryan.
No, Caitlin.
And Aubrey.
Aubrey switched to the morning before this class started.
Oh. And so, Chef, I'm not finding no recipes on how to make the oyster crackers. I'm steady seeing the crackers themselves being seasoned upon instead of made.
They're in there. Yeah, I'm gonna pop the screen on the portal, okay? So here is the camp. Look. Okay. So this is your homepage, right? So you go to day 3, New England. Click on it. Okay. Oyster crackers. Click on the link, and it'll pull you to the recipe.
It's nothing on mine.
There's a recipe.
No, there's nothing on mine when I click on it.
Oh, then that's your phone. So maybe get a desktop or a laptop or something, or an iPad. Okay.
I'm finna see.
But that's really a cup of baby flour, teaspoon of bread flour, teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of sugar, 2 tablespoons of butter, 4.5 tablespoons of water. You can take a picture of the screen when you add it. That way you have it.
I'm looking to see if it's on my laptop first, because if it's not on my laptop, then I don't know what's wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on my laptop. It's not my phone.
So Ms. Josie, her computer died, but she's plating up right now.
So I'm trying to email it to you, but it won't send. So I'm just like, this is the best I can do, at least for right now.
Okay, so you can also text to my number. Let me put my number on the chat. Okay. Take a look at it closer. Nice center of the plate. Okay.
What kind of beer should I use tomorrow?
Shire box, man.
That's my number, Mr. Wrestling. Okay. Up in the chat room. Don't be too expensive with a beer, man. You're gonna use it for beer batter. You know, as far as I'm concerned, you can use Keystone or a Lone Star.
Like Budweiser.
Yeah.
For drinking, chef.
O'Doul's.
Coors Light.
I'd use a Dos Equis. I wouldn't drink that anyways.
Always no second.
Got it. Okay. Good looking meatloaf, Mr. Wrestling. Okay. Do you use rice for yours?
Yes.
Okay. Potatoes are center in the middle. You got the green beans around it that look nice. Okay. Did you soak your breadcrumbs in milk or did you put them straight? Oh no, you use rice, right? So the only thing that I see with your meatloaf is it's a little bit dry, maybe because the rice has a starchy binder on it. But you get the right concept. Center of the plate with some height.
Okay.
Good.
Well, because you said we can use grandma's recipe. And that's how my grandma made it.
Okay. Now have your brother taste it.
Oh, yeah, he just did.
What do you say?
He said the rice on the outside, like the edges of the pan, like was more crispy than the ones in the middle.
Right, because they get exposed to the heat or the pan. So yeah, they get dried out. So did you put the rice in raw or did you cook it first?
Put it in raw.
Okay. That could be it too. So if you part cook the rice and mix it in, it gives a little more moisture because the raw rice, it might draw some moisture from the meatloaf. And it still acts like a binder.
Well, I did the I did the meat, the egg, then I did the rice, and then I added the milk. And I just like manipulated it.
Okay.
So I put the rice in, then I put the milk so it could absorb the milk as I'm squishing it into the meat.
Okay. So next time you do so, try some pre-cooked rice, see the difference, okay?
Okay.
Because what happens is the rice doesn't have enough moisture to get fully cooked in the meatloaf. So when you bite into it, it might stay a little bit crispy. And if you cook the rice beforehand, you're not going to alter the recipe. It's going to be a little bit more starchy. It's going to hold the meatloaf more together, and it won't be that crunchiness on the rice.
Okay.
We have the same in the Mexican cuisine. We have albondigas soup. You got the ground beef. You mix it with the herbs and spices. You mix in the raw rice and you cook it. But the rice inside the meatballs don't have enough moisture to get it fully cooked. So we switch that to cook the part cook the rice first, and then mix it with the ground beef.
Was there anything else, Chef?
No, we're just gonna hang down a little bit until Miss Mallory gets done. She's I think getting close to plating up, and then we'll close it for the day.
Okay.
And Miss Yosi, her computer died, so she's gonna text me a picture of her plate when she's done, and I just you really.
Yeah, I'm plating up. My kitchen has been renovated, so I don't know where any of my stuff is. So I'm currently looking for tongs, but I'm plating.
This is driving you nuts, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, I've been walking around. Thank you. I've been walking around looking for stuff because I have no idea where it's at.
And oh, there you go, Miss Yosi. Okay, you're back.
I know. I totally like forgot that it was on like low battery, and then somehow I stopped hearing you. I was like, what happened?
So you did it family style. You have a nice little square plate, right?
Yes.
Okay. Green beans look good. You got the meatloaf on top of the potatoes. I would just try to tuck in the green beans a little bit more inside so they don't get too exposed to the cold air and it'll get cold faster.
Okay.
So go ahead and take a picture and email it so I can take a look at it. So when I do your grades, I go ahead and give you some, true feedback on your dish. Okay. And then go ahead and taste it, or now somebody taste it for you. See what you think. Okay.
What to say? Okay. So I email you the picture instead of text?
Correct.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I just said text because I don't know you're going to be able to hop online again.
Okay. Yeah.
My pup is mad because he's not getting the meatloaf. His jelly. So have you guys gotten your beans soaking right now or not yet?
Yeah, I got mine soaking.
Okay.
Mine been soaking for about 4 hours now.
Oh, cool. Okay.
They're swelling up.
Yeah, the wheels. You gotta do the double the amount of water.
Do I need to show you the plate too?
Correct. Show me. Then go ahead and email the picture. Okay.
Okay.
Very nice. The meatloaf stays nice and firm. You got the potatoes right smack in the middle. The green beans are tucked in. The gravy on top. You got some height. Cool. All right.
Chef, not my coat because that thing just it's gonna need some stain remover.
You got what in your coat?
Oh, I was when I made a big old mess when I was trying to get the meatloaf out. The pan that decided to jump in the bottom of the oven, trying to get it back out, and big old mess. So I got it soaking in some OxyClean.
That's fine. You had a good beginning. That's what counts. Okay. And throughout.
Hopefully it makes it through it.
Yeah.
You can't bleach those things, can you?
It'll turn them yellow.
Ew.
You know, the burgundy jackets.
What was that, Mr. Cam?
I'm sorry, how come we couldn't get the burgundy jackets?
They phased them out, and to be quite honest, those burgundy jackets are so hot during the summertime. You be hating life, man. They're cool in the winter.
Texas, period.
Huh?
I said it's hot in Texas, period.
Yeah, and those jackets, that color makes it even hotter.
Does the school offer like a short sleeve?
I've seen them before. I don't know if it's in pastries, but I've seen them before, the short sleeve jackets.
That seems like it'd be a lot of frustration off my shoulders. I always got to roll those things up, or they get soaked or whatever.
I need a new jacket. My jacket's too big now. I lost like 30 pounds. I can't fit they huge on me now.
Yeah, same here, man. My jackets, I put them on, I feel like a sausage.
Yeah, it's just, I hate wearing too clothes. Like, it's too big, I don't want to wear it.
The school doesn't do that, Chef. They don't allow you, if you outgrow your clothes or whatever, to return them and not have to pay so much for brand new coats.
Now, once you get them, you're done. Unless you return them right off the bat when you get them the first week.
Oh, right, unopened.
Yeah.
Or unused, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, there was a thing when I was in the Marine Corps where if you, right before you got to your duty station, since it was like 9-10 months because training was so longer in mechanics, if you outgrew your uniform, or if they had big enough holes in them from training because we were crawling around and stuff, if you ruined them enough or didn't fit in them anymore, you could like pretty much return them or hand them in and then pay like next to nothing for a new set that worked for you.
Nice.
But yeah, I guess we put those uniforms through a lot more. It was
yeah, well, it's a boot camp, man.
Thinking about all that is just holy. Just think about how much I wore those things out and how they're still hanging in my closet right now. It's kind of crazy.
So, Ms. Mallard, did you email your picture of your plate? I just have your production sheet.
I'm trying to make a folder for it so I can.
Okay, cool.
But my Wi-Fi is being slow.
Oh, okay. How does it taste?
It tastes good. I didn't soak I forgot to soak the breadcrumbs, but I feel like it's kind of tacky. Like, it kind of tastes tacky in my mouth, and I'm trying to think what I did.
Probably have a little bit too much breadcrumbs and not being soaked in milk is what gives it that tackiness in the palate.
Okay.
Yeah. So the milk, gives it moisture, and also it does, if you don't use a lot of breadcrumbs, it doesn't give it that tackiness texture on the palate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chef, did you get my production sheet?
I got
I
it.
shared it like 20 minutes ago.
The green beans need salt and pepper.
So which one needs salt and pepper?
My green beans.
Okay. Light on the salt, light on the pepper. Did you use any bacon for your green beans?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, that should have given some flavor too, but yeah, salt will enhance the flavors of the bacon.
Yeah, I added a little bit with the onions and garlic in the bacon, but I forgot to add some after I put the green beans in.
Okay. Well, I'll wait till your picture rolls in. So in the meantime, since you guys are all here, just keep in mind to have your beans soaked for tomorrow. And tomorrow is going to be a little bit more labor intense because that clam chowder is going to take some time to make. You're going to have to baby that one, okay? So keep in mind what we talked about, how to make that clam chowder in a one-pot wonder, okay? again, we'll go over that tomorrow before class starts. When class starts, how to go about making that clam chowder some one-pot wonder. On your list, it said frozen clams. I would have, if I were you, I hope that you guys bought some chopped clams and juice in a can. It's better because you need that juice for your soup. Okay. So the Boston baked beans, clam chowder, and the crackers and the fish and chips for tomorrow. So you got about 7 recipes to deal with tomorrow. Okay. You can start some of them before class starts. When we get in, so hopefully you guys will have enough time to finish your production tomorrow. Okay. Do you guys have any questions for me for today?
Can we make them all before class starts?
They won't last so long because you gotta wait till the last minute to drop that fish and chips, right? Otherwise, it'll be soggy, and the fish will be soggy too. Okay. So, any thoughts, any comments, any questions, concerns about today? What I saw was really good. You guys have some good knife skills, some awesome knife skills. Keep on, honing on those knife skills too. And some of the menus on the days on the plate, you're not going to be able to present them with that high in the center on the plate because it's going to be somewhat of almost like a buffet style, family meal. So you're not going to be able to be creative with it. Now you can deconstruct some of those items, and I will tell you guys later on once we get to those menus how to deconstruct them and put it back together. Like I think when we go to Spain, I'll tell you guys how to deconstruct some of those menus and put them back together a little bit different way. Okay. So from that, all the meat looks great. Again, it's just little things that make him different. And again, today was one of those days that you guys have freedom to be creative with the meatloaf. And in the mashed potatoes, they are what they are. Same with the green beans. So tomorrow, we're looking forward to having you guys make some New England clam chowder and 5 or 6 more other recipes. You guys have any questions?
No, chef.
All right, guys, enjoy the rest of the evening. Enjoy that meatloaf, the mashed potatoes. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Thanks, Chef. See ya.
Did you get my drive? I just shared it with you.
I got it. I got Yosie's too. Okay. Thank you.
All right. No problem. Have a nice night, Chef.
You too.